RedLines is addressing a problem that's near and dear to my heart. Finally going to eliminate business cards. That'll be a big step forward for me. So Sergio, please take it away.
Hola, hello. Hi guys, can you hear me? Okay, first of all, it's like a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Amber, Sean, all the people like give us the chance to be here. It's like we really appreciate this chance. So let me introduce this. I'm going to breathe like smoothly. You never have a second chance to make a first impression. You know that. When you do like a handshake, it's like talk a lot about yourself. So we came with this idea. Actually, many of you know about this myth about the red string of fate, that everybody who you're meant to connect during your life is tied by this red string. So no matter what, this string can be like stretched, but it's never to be cut. So if you are meant to connect with somebody, it can be like a Uber driver or your wife, but it's in fate, it's in destiny. So what we are building here is something to help destiny to work faster and easier through tech. That's the main idea. So we are a networking platform. I'm going to go this side, so I can go there. To allow you to share your contact info fast and easy from one smartphone to another, because it's like mostly of our like interactions go through our smartphones right now, but we still keep using this, yeah? But sometimes you change company, you run out of them, you forgot them at the hotel, so it's like, oh shoot, oh, what can I do? Or maybe you have like a side project. You are working like 2 or 3 companies, so it's like, oh, which like business card I have to give today? Okay, so this is the problem we address. It's like when we came here like 3 years ago from Argentina, it's a hard market, I promise you. We realized that mostly of the people here is like, oh, hello, how nice to meet you. You have a business card? No, I run out of them. Okay, so give me just text, your email, your phone number. So sometimes actually you give your phone to the other person because you don't have to like misspell something. So we go, okay, there's a lack of a standard here. Some people love to use like Facebook or LinkedIn, but actually doesn't work at China. Some people, of course, still use traditional business cards, but some people prefer to like interact and introduce themselves, just sharing their phone, actually the device, to the person who just met, to like, okay, type down your phone number, I give you a call, I send you a text message, and then you go, who was this guy? Where I met him? It's like, oh, like we meet people all the time. So we need to find a way to set a standard to track all of these interactions and actually to make them worth it. It's not just having plus 100 something contacts on LinkedIn, but for what? So make them like meaningful. So we start with this solution to give you the chance to share your contact info straight from one smartphone to another, easy, fast, keeping all this information accessible from every device. This is our starting point. We are going like in a long roadmap, but this is the very first problem we are addressing right now. So we start working on this company like a year ago. We launched our MVP 2 months ago in New Orleans at Collision event. We already have like 100 and something customers. The model is free for customers, and it always will be free. We are going to give you the chance to set your profile free forever. Our business model is more based on a B2B approach. There are many companies who wants to go green, and it's a great sustainable situation. So it's, okay, we are not going to print more paper for our employees anymore, but we are going to give them a dashboard to keep like analytics and a track record of how these digital business cards do. So We already launched our MVP, as I said. We are launching our premium B2B profile in 2 weeks. So we are going to sell it to companies who want to like move their employees to this like green digital experience. We are not saying that you have to replace the way that we are doing this like for more than 300 years, but we're giving you the chance to experience a new way, trying to set a new standard. Because we were talking with Alex at the very beginning, we are not talking here about tech, we are talking here about how people interact. It's a social thing. We are not going to replace the handshake. This is going to keep like going on. But what's going on from there? So in our next stage, we are looking for 300K to develop our native app. Now we took the decision to be a web app, actually, because we don't have, I go into your question because I think you have something in mind. We want to avoid the friction for you to download an app right now. We want to set like a critical mass of users to engage people who wants to try and use the platform and to realize the benefits to download actually something to their phones, because we will keep downloading stuff to our phones, so we should like worth it. You have something? No? Later? Okay, cool. From now on, we are going to introduce machine learning and artificial intelligence to start matching people. And that's where we get like interesting, because it's like all of us, who doesn't have LinkedIn? All of you have LinkedIn profile? Yeah, mostly of you. So the question is, how much benefit, real concrete benefit you get from all of that connections? So it's like, oh yeah, I have like plus 100 connections on LinkedIn. Awesome. Actually, starting the story of LinkedIn, we get to this point where they set like a contest. So if you bring like more connections to your profile, you get something like and then they like just drop off, because it's like everybody will just have like unuseful connections on LinkedIn. So what we're trying to build is start matching people because of their interest, but not only because of their in a business side, because we are much more than what we are doing here. We are like family guys, we are sport guys, we are hobby, we have like many other interests, and we believe that we can match people and match common grounds in so many levels. So this is our like final stage. So our team is based with 3 people and 1 more we are like hiring right now. Myself and CEO and founder. I used to like teach in college. I have this like conversation with Alex, and I'm used to like talk out loud. So just tell me if I have to go fast. And I did this like, and as I said, in an Argentinian market, it's like so hard. Here is heaven. Yeah. So having only this chance, this opportunity to like to pitch in front of you is great. It doesn't happen in from where we came from, and we have like so experienced people in working with people, because this is what we believe. It's like we are working with people, we are working with users, so we need people who are used to interact with people. That's why, for example, Grace is our CEO and co-founder. She's used to work in real estate. It's like real estate, if you don't know, it's like, I think you know something about it. It's all about like connections and how you interact with your like customers. So, and we have great advisors that are from great companies from here. So this is what we do. We help Destiny to work faster and easier through tech. Yeah, to help to improve these connections, these red lines. We already set some tests, and of course, all the results are that people believe that it's very important to do networking and how you take advantage of that networking. And of course, at the same time, is how important is to keep your contact info updated. It's like we get connected, I get your card, but if you change company, maybe I lost track of you. So if we have set everything at the cloud, update it, it's not going to happen. So what we are trying to do is find a way to manage all of our profiles, all the social media profiles, because we believe that every single one of us have different sites, so we have the chance to manage all of these sites in one spot. So if the question is, we are social media? No, we are not. We are a platform to develop these connections, but to manage at the same time all your social media profiles, to share them in the way you want to share them. I think my time is up. I have some more slides, but probably the questions, they are going to address me to that slide. So it's like, thank you.
How is it going to work? Is there a hardware to attach to your mobile phone? Or?
Actually, I can show you after the presentation. It's a website.
Okay.
So we said, when you set your profile, we set for you a QR code, a PIN number, and a link. Now it's the technology we are using right now, because as I said, we are not focusing in the sharing technology, we are focusing in the sharing itself. So we are going to keep adding ways to share the contact info between phones. So once you set your profile, you have a QR code, so you just like go, it's like, oh, hello, nice to meet you, you just scan. Actually, mostly of the phones today you don't have to download the QR code. The QR code reader is integrated with your camera. It's like most of the people don't know that. Or right now, you can just share, if you're not like in person, you just can share your link or via email or via text message. Now we are experimenting with ultrasound. Actually, all of the phones have this like tag, it's like hidden there. So you can like just send some bits from one phone to another, and it's like no problem about the platform. So it's like Android, iPhone, so it's like it's a common base for everybody.
I want to show you one of the thing I use now.
Okay, what do you use, WeChat or?
No, not WeChat. It's called the business card.
Okay.
Yeah, it's doing everything.
Okay, the same?
Most probably. And
Okay.
And more too. It's linked up automatically to your background, your companies, and all this information.
Okay, so the question is, we know we have competitors, and actually there are 3 companies. One was acquired by Google, the other one was acquired by LinkedIn, and the other one was acquired by Comcast. They were all of them in this same space. Some of them more focused in sharing things, the other one more focused in this contact info idea. And the truth is, like, the 3 of them, they were shut down by Google, by Comcast, and by LinkedIn. And so we figure out, we try to like learn from the past and from their history, because it's actually the last one, Plaxo, was shut down last year, December, by Comcast. And what we learned is that it's not only, that's why I start saying that it's free, but you cannot not earn money in that way. So you need to come with the business model to not to have to go for an exit to survive. So the concept about going like in this B2B profile with the dashboard. So if you are a sales manager and you have like 10 persons in your team, you can track down how your team is performing. It's not just, oh, okay, I gave like 10 business cards. No, you can really track them, and you can see how this traction is going and all these interactions. And what this platform doesn't have yet is the, so I'm going to go like deeper. You start sharing all the info you want to share. You choose which info you share in your business card. So we're giving you the chance to set like a business profile and a company profile, a personal profile, let's say, okay? So in one profile, you share your personal stuff. Let's say you have a Gmail or even a Facebook account, and you use that to share it with your family, wherever, and your company one, okay? So when you choose to share your Facebook with somebody based on your like personal profile, we are giving you the chance, we are going to ask you if you are going to allow us to start getting data from your taste and backgrounds and what do you want. What we are looking for is finding the way to match the offer and the demand from companies. Everybody wants something. Every company wants to sell something. The problem, my background is in marketing, is like you need to find a way to match them at the same moment. When you match what a company wants to sell and the people who wants to buy it, that's the holy grail of marketing. If we can manage many social media, well, what I'm saying, when you are sharing your social media, it's not with us, it's just you share like peer-to-peer with somebody, okay? But we can start understanding what you're looking for, what do you want, okay? And we can start matching these needs with companies and with another people who are interested in the same thing. Yes? Answer the question, kind of? So, yes.
So we're
I
a
know
little
we're
over
way
time.
over. The one thing we were discussing this company here, do you have a database then? Is that part of
Yes.
this thing? So this contact information is now stored on your database
Yes.
as opposed to my Outlook contacting.
Yes. Think about us as a safe.
But
of
can
your
you go? Can you upload to Outlook or to some of these other devices so that?
We are moving, when we are going to launch our app, you're going to be able actually to have like updated your contacts from your phone, they're going to be the same. Because if you just save something in the contacts in your phone, they're not updated, they are just in your phone. At least you have like an icon or something, but it's like, yeah, we are moving forward because we need the native app to develop certain kind of like key features.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is the starting point, and this is the roadmap for the future. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Sergio. Round of applause, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll give the judges just a minute, and we welcome the next speaker.